Hi there, it's Myra here and you're on the channel Beauty and Scent with Myra. So today we're going to talk about top 5 most complimented perfumes that I own. And yes, it doesn't actually matter if anyone compliments you on your perfume, but a lot of people are asking me, so that's why I decided to film this video. Please remember, the main thing in perfume is that it makes you feel better and not anyone else. Obviously, if it's not like, an old car scent that you're wearing to office. But other than that, your perfume needs to make you feel good. And even if you do not get compliments wearing this or that perfume, which happens to me, by the way, as well. It happens with this one. This one is Gritti Adele, which is a very interesting cherry, but for some reason I do not get any compliments on this perfume. It doesn't mean though that I am stopping using it, because this perfume is one of my top favorites of all times. Therefore, I obviously will continue using it. And it doesn't matter for me that I do not receive compliments wearing this perfume. So anyways, let's get started and see what perfumes do bring compliments. So let's start from this one. This one is actually an alternative for a higher end perfume, Kayali Apple Brandy on the Rocks. And this is from Paris Corner. It's called Appletini, obviously. It is very, very similar. Honestly speaking, I've had both and I've decided not to repurchase Kayali perfume because, this gives me the exactly same thing and I love it for exactly the same reason. And I just want to open up the notes here. So what we have in the top notes, we have cardamom, bergamot. In the middle notes, we have apple, brandy, rum, vanilla, pineapple, moss. And in base notes, we have cedar and ambroxan. And truly speaking, this is exactly what I get. I do get this cardamom note at the beginning on the top. It's quite subtle because I do not like when the cardamom note is very sharp, and it's not. It's quite subtle, quite soft. Bergamot, I wouldn't say I do smell bergamot, but obviously I do smell apple. I smell brandy and rum, kind of like a mix of brandy and rum. I do not smell pineapple there. I don't get vanilla there, but I do get moss, cedar, and ambroxan. And this perfume, oh my god, it is so loved. Mostly I would say I get compliments from women when I'm wearing this perfume. I don't really know what it means, but yeah, if you were wondering. But this is a nice fresh apple with a little bit of twist. It makes me feel fresh. It makes me feel put together without feeling like I am too much for an occasion. Oh yeah, and before we move on, I would really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, because it actually really helps my channel grow. And you're gonna see the last 2 perfumes that are the most complimented for me. So next one up is Libre from YSL, and this is the one that I like the most. Yes, they've got a lot of flankers right now. I do have it in parfum version, and I think it's just the best one. I do like the nude version. I think it's called the nude one. I do like the platinum version as well, but this one is just in my top. I keep repurchasing it. I love it so much. And again, the top notes are lavender, mandarin orange, blackcurrant, petit grain. Middle notes, lavender, orange, blossom, and jasmine. And then in the base, we have Madagascar, vanilla, musk, cedar, and ambergris. What I can smell here is lavender, mandarin orange. I don't smell blackcurrant. I don't smell petit grain. I actually don't even know how petit grain smells like. And I'm sorry for looking downwards, but that's where I have my notes. I do smell orange blossom and jasmine and musk and cedar. I think that's it. I do not get vanilla from this. Not a gourmand vanilla, if you know what I mean. It's just this hint of sweetness there, and basically that's it. To me, this is a modern take on white floral, and that's exactly why people compliment me on this. It kind of smells timeless, a bit retro, but at the same time like a modern take on it. A lot of men compliment me on this perfume, but ladies as well. And what they usually say is something like, oh, you smell like a lady boss. Which actually, yes, this perfume makes me feel like that. It's Libre, right? So freedom. And yeah, that's exactly how it makes me feel. And people notice it. And I think they do not notice it on the smell, but more of how I feel and how I behave when I'm wearing this perfume, because I do see a difference. I do see myself being like, more confident when I'm wearing this perfume. Now, next one up is the Wedding Silk Santal from Kayali. And what I get from this perfume is this mix of champagne, praline, I think freesia, for sure jasmine, nectarine, sugar, vanilla. To me personally, if you are familiar with Vanilla 28, this is like a more girly version, a more not that mature version, if you know what I mean, because Vanilla 28 is quite heavy. It is, in your face, and this one is more youthful. It has nectarine, I think, in the middle. Yeah, it has nectarine in the middle, so it is so youthful, but at the same time sophisticated. So I really do understand why it's a wedding silk santal, because 100% I would wear this perfume to my wedding and I would feel perfect. I would feel like I'm put together, like I look perfect, I feel perfect, confident, but at the same time very girly and sweet and kind and things like that. I know it's weird to explain a scent like that, but to me it's like the better version of myself in all respects. Okay, now the top two. And honestly, if you've watched any of my perfume videos, probably you've already heard about this perfume. It's Gritti Adele. And as I'm saying in every video, to me this is an ice cream, a peach ice cream covered, I think covered in whipped cream, and that's it. And maybe with caramel topping. This is what I get from it. But what actually states on the notes is top notes, osmanthus, jasmine, may rose, middle notes, tuberose, narcissus, and base notes, ambergris, and cedar. And every time I say I do not get anything from that here in this perfume. However, it doesn't matter, because when I'm wearing this perfume, almost every second person is asking me, what am I wearing? Mostly men. I actually went to a different country last year for a huge automobile training. I was organizing the training and I was one of the speakers there as well. Obviously, because it was like a huge training, there were a lot of men there. And I'm telling you that at least 25 men in 4 days told me that I smell like heaven and asked me, what am I wearing? So I think it does mean something, at least, right? Women also complimented me on this perfume, and they do compliment me on this, but not in that regard. They're usually saying that I smell sweet, that I smell nice, that I smell like cookies or something like that, or something edible. But men, they actually really like this perfume on me, and I was very surprised to receive so many compliments. Obviously, I do like this perfume, and it's also one of my top favorites of all time. But anyways, it was massive how many compliments I received from this perfume. And now the last one, and the most complimented in the shortest period of time, because I got this quite recently, maybe like 2 or 3 months. And this is Labo Matcha 26, 10 Matcha 26 to be precise. Okay, what we have here for the notes, let me just quickly check. Fig, cedar, matcha tea, bitter orange, and vetiver. I smell everything, and this blend is, I don't know, it's magical, it's so ethereal. I don't smell anything separately. It's like this, I don't know, cloud of happiness. Because honestly, I do not like fig perfumes. I do not like the smell of matcha. Cedar is okay, vetiver is okay, but just those two are not gonna make it. Orange is also okay. I do love, for example, one of my favorites is also mandarin, basil from Guerlain. So yes, but main two things here is fig and matcha tea. And I didn't think that I'm gonna like it. So what happened there, I actually received a small sample when I was purchasing something from like this niche shop in Prague. And I just decided to put it on my wrist. I put a lot of different perfumes on me that day. And I think like closer to the evening, I was noticing that I keep smelling something so pleasant, something so addictive, and I didn't understand what was that. And that was this perfume. So since I bought it, which was very recent, I've received at least one compliment every time I wore this perfume. And honestly, I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't meeting a lot of new people or anything like that. People would stop me in a grocery shop and ask me what I'm wearing because it's fresh but sweet, it's playful but sophisticated, it's everything in one little bottle. And I regret buying a small 15 ml bottle because yeah, if I had a bigger bottle, I would have used it all up by now. But obviously I'm saving it. Unfortunately, I do not have the funds at the moment to buy a full-size bottle, but if I did, it would be used up by this time for sure. And I think that's a good thing that I purchased a small bottle because at least I'm using the rest of my collection as well. So these were my top 5 most complimented perfumes that I own. I really hope that you're gonna find something here that you like and that you're gonna enjoy. But just remember, compliments is not the most important things. The most important is that you like how you smell and how does your perfume make you feel. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope to see you here again. Again, I would appreciate if you subscribe to the channel and like this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!